Ready, Phantom?
Ready, Keg.
Let's go! Oh, hey, it's time for the TBBAP show. Everybody watch, come on, let's go. TBBAP! Hello, everyone.
Hi.
Welcome to TBBAP Season 2.
I guess this is going to be Season 2.
Yeah.
We thought long and hard
Yes, we
before
did.
deciding to do it. It was seriously up in the air.
It really was.
It was like, it was dead.
it was dead.
It was pretty much decided it would be dead, but it like...
Because I had all these
last
plans
minute.
that we decided not to do.
Yeah.
But you know, just like yesterday we were talking and we're like, this show's out, you know.
No, we still. I mean,
we both watched the show.
I can still think of things to say.
I can think of things to say.
Because this is why. I mean, that's why we got into it in the first place.
Yeah.
Is because we would just talk about the show, and I mean, I still want to do that. So
yeah,
you know.
By
right,
the way,
Keg?
I'm Keg Standard.
Oh yes, and I'm Phantom Horn.
And we are brothers.
Wow.
How about that?
How nice. Anyway, what is there any other business?
Any other things we should say? Nah, it's just this is a podcast, so we're just going pretty much unscripted, unfiltered,
uncensored,
unrated by the ESRB. This rating is going crazy. I can say nigger. I can say dick butt.
Wow.
I can say anything.
That was truly hilarious.
We're off to a great start.
Okay.
So season 5 just started yesterday.
Yeah, I didn't even know.
Yeah, we both did.
I was completely
This is
unaware.
how prepared we were for this podcast.
I
for the
heard
show.
on the day. I think it was you who told me.
And I heard from Jesse and Gibbon and like
from Drowning in
the rest of the
Horseshoes.
crew had all watched. The rest of the Horseshoe
crew.
crew had watched the episode, and I was like, "Gotta get in there."
Yeah,
so
and then I just showed up, and Keg was like, "Did you know the new season started?" And I said, "No."
So
went and watched it, and
we had XYZ things to say.
I went and watched it, and the first time I watched it, I was like, "Well,
incidentally,
what can I
this was
say?
episode 1 and 2 called Cutie Map, right?
No, Cutie Markless.
No, everyone was calling it Cutie Markless, but the episode clearly states that the episode is called like Cutie Map.
Really?
You know, I'm gonna Google this right now.
Okay.
But I'm like 99.
Well,
it was not Cutie Markless.
Please.
It was not.
Okay. Sure.
Sure.
All right.
I'm gonna go confirm.
Please look it up. So the first time I watched, I had very little to say. I was like, well, nothing. Nothing.
Yeah,
comes
here it
to
is.
mind.
The Cutie Map Part 1 and 2. The Cutie Map. See?
Is that from the wiki?
Yeah.
I guess I trust the wiki.
The Cutie Map Part 1?
I guess I trust the wiki.
Those bronies don't make mistakes.
That's right.
When it comes down to it.
No, they don't. No, why would they ever? All right.
Yeah.
So let's just... What were your overall impressions?
Well,
what was your overall
I prepared for this. Here's my...
of the Season 5 season premiere.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, I wrote down... these are my exact stream of consciousness thoughts. I wrote them down.
Let me get my beverage.
Yep. Okay. So this I think really tells me what I felt about this season opener. Okay, here we go. Ready? Mm-hmm. Okay. Big letters on my page here, boxed with an arrow that says
He's not letting me see.
No,
he's not letting me see.
I've got an arrow pointing to it that says "Say this, you faggot."
Yeah.
It says Spike is the fucking worst. All right. Followed by map table.
Yeah.
Arrow, stupid, sucks, I hate it.
Okay.
Hey, wait,
Okay.
I'm still going.
Okay.
Next is village. 13 houses in 2 lines around a road is not a fucking village.
Fair.
And next, Pinky was horrible, go away. Those sum up my thoughts. Go right out of the barnyard.
Let's expand.
On which of these topics?
Let's expand on some of those.
Yeah.
The map.
The map
Sucks.
The map does suck.
I hate it. Well,
the whole thing with like their cutie marks are gonna be like beepers now, telling them when there's trouble, you know who to call.
It's not
basics.
It's not that I hate the map.
Yeah.
What I don't like about
the map looks really
is
cool.
that it gives me the feeling that it's gonna be a lot more adventure-y.
Oh, it sure does.
Which is
well, you know, if the adventures are like the type of adventures they had in this episode, those aren't like crazy, you know?
Ugh.
They're...
Okay, I guess I just don't like the feeling that the main 6 are, like,
Superheroes. Yeah, that's
I
some
don't like
bullshit,
it. They're
some
supposed to
bullshit.
be like everyday people with everyday ambitions
except
and jobs.
Twilight, I guess.
Except Twilight, yeah.
Okay, but these are
these
are now living gods. They are gods.
I know right from the beginning they were like heroes and they were on the stained glass.
Yeah, but nobody
window,
knew. Nobody knew.
But that wasn't a big deal. It's starting to feel like more and more of a big deal.
Which
but
frankly
these guys,
does make sense.
I don't like it. I'm not saying it's gonna ruin the show.
Yeah,
I'm sure there will still be humble slice of life episodes, which is good.
Right.
But so that's how I feel about the map.
Okay.
The adventure. I really hope we're not seeing a shift towards more, big, epic.
Yeah, how many times have we said those stories never work as well?
They're just not as good.
The slice of life is the pony's strong suit.
It's. Give me a pen. Do you have a pen?
I've got this broken pencil that I bit the tip off of.
Sake.
Over.
Here, I've got a pen.
Okay.
I've got a mark.
I've
got my list of talking points.
He's got a pen, folks.
I've got my list of talking points, and I've got to mark them off.
Okay.
So
yes, please. I'll mark off mine. Spike is the fucking worst. Check.
Why do you think Spike is the worst?
Because he's the fucking worst. It's just he's right in my face saying those stupid lines that are not funny, and I want him to go away. Funny. Every time he's there, it's not Spike's fault.
He was hardly there though.
I know, and when he was there, it was a major fucking bummer. I don't want that.
I don't know.
Just make Spike better. I don't know. I'm not gonna do your job for you, fucking writers. Okay. That's your job. Make me like Spike. Okay. Make his presence good. What's a good Spike episode? When has he been good?
I actually kind of liked the fucking...
Equestria Games had some good... Games. Yeah, no, like Spike's thing in there was actually good. Okay in Equestria. Yeah, like that was cool.
And Dragon Quest was good until like the second half.
Until the weird stuff started, yeah.
Okay, what was the other thing you said?
I said the village was... Oh, Pinky was horrible, go away.
Village is small, I acknowledge that, but it's not a big deal.
When I first saw it, I was like, is this a joke? Is this... But yeah, I mean, you can have a village with 13 houses, but like... It seems like a joke.
I don't know, man.
Whatever, you know, whatever.
Pinky being horrible.
Also, that village was like houses with nothing around it. It was like a vast wasteland to either side. How do they live?
They kind of acknowledge it by saying it's really boring looking.
Well, that's not good. How do they live?
It also seemed a little lazy.
It did seem lazy. Put some fucking bushes, guys.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever.
So, Pinky being horrible... Kind of.
Absolutely.
She definitely wasn't that good.
This was shit Pinky.
Neither was anyone.
No, neither was anyone.
Everyone was just kind of in sort of Crystal Empire mode where they're all just kind of jump in with like
their little witticisms of their
I'm country.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. That's exactly what it was.
Only it wasn't good like that episode was.
No, it wasn't.
So no one's character moments were any good.
Yeah, pretty much.
That was a big failing.
Of
the episode.
The episode was it turned into like a focus on like those other dudes, like the new dudes.
Yes.
Which was a really cool thing.
Which I liked it, but that's only like the last like minute.
It was the last like minute or two, And like they built up to that, but they didn't really do anything along the way other than introduce them.
Well,
I mean, they showed their struggle. Well, let's get to that later.
Yeah, okay. No, but still, overall, did you like it?
I gotta say no.
I thought it was okay.
Yeah, I'm on the like okay to no.
Okay, I'm on like the slight positive side.
It's just, for a season opener, is it wrong of me to expect something good? To expect something that'll make me, like, excited to go into the rest of the season? I mean, at least they have the map that, like, promises more shit's gonna happen.
Yeah, but it's gonna be adventure-y
shit,
which is not the stuff I want. Yeah. I can't say I'm too excited
maybe the next, like, mission is, like, Pinky's gonna learn how to brush her teeth? Or whatever, you know?
Digi would be so chuffed.
Yeah.
So
chuffed. There's gonna be an episode this season that's, like, background characters only. It's for their, like, the 100th episode.
Is there?
Yeah.
Oh, very nice.
Maybe they'll give Derpy a voice again.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's exciting. What else you got? You got another one? I got more.
I have so many fucking items on my list. That
let me say a little one.
Yeah, please.
Okay. It was funny.
Oh wait. On the subject of shitty character moments, Applejack's voice was weird.
I thought that once.
A couple of times she says like when Pinky jumps out, she goes like, "Whoa, Pinky." And there's like 3 or 4 lines where Applejack sounds really weird. I don't know why. I don't know if it means anything.
Voices change? I don't know. Maybe.
Whatever.
Ashley Ball.
Now I can cross that big ol'
that important one. Okay, here's my thing. I got the impression when the dudes in the town were like, "Excuse me for being blunt, but are you an alicorn?"
Yeah.
I got the impression, and like a couple other times, like there's a lot of fucking alicorns out there. Did you get that? Because they were like they didn't know who Twilight was, despite living in Equestria.
That's true.
And
yeah,
I don't. It's a small thing, but
why don't they?
Yeah, why don't they fucking know who Twilight is?
This is like a weird little cult village, so maybe they don't.
It's possible.
Have anything to do with the outside world? Maybe
it's
that's
possible.
Why.
Yeah,
I know she says we don't get many alicorns. I interpreted that to mean they don't get any, which is what I would expect.
I guess that's true. I thought I interpreted it like we have gotten some and they're pretty rare. So cool to see you here. I still think this. Maybe this isn't very much. She says,
"I assume princess," and like.
Well, she's not under the spell or whatever. She's
I know.
But she sunlight says, glimmer, starlight
glimmer.
Yeah.
She says, "I assume you're a princess,"
which
means that probably basically all alicorns are There probably are like no stray alicorns running around.
I guess there could be, but yeah, you're probably right.
Okay, starlight glimmer, awfully similar name to sunset shimmer.
I was also quite similar to twilight sparkle. They're all exactly the same. It's all the same shit.
That's true.
Twilight, sunlight, starlight, glimmer, sparkles, shimmer, same
Celestia, Luna.
No, I'm serious. Are you doubting me? Because that's actually true. Those are real. It's just a unicorn thing. Like, if you're a powerful unicorn, you have a name that is celestial body movement and some sort of particle effect.
Particle effect.
Celestial movement, sunset particle
shimmer,
effect.
Sure. All right.
Yeah.
So she, at the end of the episode, just runs away.
Okay,
do you think she's gonna be a returning villain?
All right. Right there is a huge thing with the episode. Like, why was she doing any of this?
Yes.
Completely unexplained. Completely unexplained.
Oh no! Hang on. This brings me to my big thing.
I have a big thing too, but maybe it's the same as yours.
So she runs away into the caves. Makes me think that she'll come back.
She has to come back, or this was just the worst fucking episode ever. She has to come back.
It would be terrible if she didn't. But
it wouldn't make any sense.
I believe that she will.
I think they will avoid fucking up that particular thing.
She says we don't get any idea of like what she's trying to do. She sort of alludes to some kind of grand plan.
Sort of.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
So remember how last season there was rainbow power?
I do.
I have seen some shit on the internet suggesting that this season there's
Cutie mark power?
Cutie mark magic.
What the fuck is that
Cutie
shit?
mark magic is like the like buzzword.
Okay, well, here's the thing. We've already got cutie mark magic.
I know.
It's called fucking magic.
Oh, that's another point.
Yeah. why when you lose your cutie mark of your unicorn do you lose your fucking magic? That doesn't make any fucking sense.
That's really bizarre.
Look, every unicorn can do magic. The cutie mark completely does nothing to do with it.
Rarity uses magic, but her magic isn't really
that one really bothered me. Yeah, Rarity was the big one.
And like, wait, here's a fucking thing.
Okay.
Sweetie Belle doesn't even have her cutie mark, and she can use magic.
Oh, what the fuck does that mean?
They should have a little.
Okay,
it's just really bizarre.
The only explanation for this is that like draining your cutie mark with her spell or whatever is like it's like sucking out your magic or whatever. Like the only way it makes sense is that it somehow also drains like your magic.
Can Pegasi still fly?
Yes, they can, but like shit. But yes,
they can.
Yeah, they can.
What?
And we know Pegasi have to use magic to fly.
Okay.
I don't know.
So cutie mark magic. I'm thinking this is going to be
this is new to me. I have no idea what this is.
She's like stealing cutie marks because she's got some kind of cutie mark plan.
Yeah.
I wonder if she'll be like the big bad of this season. I would like that actually, for the big bad to be just like a normal pony.
Yeah.
Instead of like an ancient monster.
Yeah.
I actually would think that was
You know what a season needs?
I don't know if she'll be the big bad, but she'll definitely be back.
She'll definitely be back.
What does it need?
The seasons need to stop escalating the levels of magic. Like, why we don't need more rainbow power, we don't need more elements of harmony, they're all gone. Just leave it at like slice of life, and you can do a couple of action movie episodes if you really need to.
Yeah.
But there's no fucking okay, this reminds me of something else.
I mean,
why the fuck?
I agree with you.
Okay,
but
why?
It's gonna happen.
Yeah, well, great.
It's gonna happen.
Well, they should avoid it if possible. Okay, why? Yeah. Why? For fuck's sake, why was Starlight Glimmer able to overpower fucking Twilight Sparkle with her spell? What is that about? She's an alicorn. She's the strongest unicorn in the world.
No, she just got in a lucky
shot. I guess
shot.
she just got a lucky shot.
I'm okay with
that. And then she also was able to hit Rainbow with a spell too, and was able to capture Rarity, who has magic, and was able to easily defeat the entire main six.
She got the drop on them.
That's some bullshit.
She got the drop on
Also, I don't believe for a second that maybe this was just like a censorship issue or the main six were kidnapped for days and made no attempt to fight their way out. They just sort of gave up, and that was it.
Well,
Like, in the caves, they were surrounded by, like...
They have to fight their way through a whole town. They're not
fucking
prepared to
Rainbow
do that.
Dash can handle that
no,
shit.
No, she can't.
Yes,
she
has
no power.
But neither does anyone else. Like, they've all had their cutie marks drained.
Yeah, so they're all equally weak, and there's more of them.
Oh, I hadn't thought of the whole equality thing. Mm-hmm. Well, going off the equality metric, it's true. I guess they would all be exactly equal in power level.
Yeah, like, no, what you're saying, they do try to break out. Applejack tries to buck the door down, but she can't because she's too useless.
Right, but I'm ignoring the door issue. I'm just saying, like, when they were in a crowd, like, if it was me, I would just be, like, slugging dudes. Even, like, if I went down, like, I would try. Like, if I was kidnapped, I would try to, beat my captor and escape.
They try to run away in the cave, but she shoots him with
beams. They don't really try to run away.
Shoot him with beams.
No, Twilight just is like, I'm gonna fight you now, and then she gets hit, which is fine.
She tries to fight, and then she gets hit, and then the others probably don't want to run away because they don't want to leave Twilight.
Well, yeah.
I don't know.
Okay,
whatever.
But like, if one person escaped, they could bring help. They could go tell Celestia.
I guess.
I don't know.
I don't know. I didn't have a problem.
I had trouble believing that they would get caught.
Yeah, like that.
I don't know.
Wait. Back to the thing.
What thing?
I just want to draw the connection.
Yeah.
That
the staff is the Lance of Longinus from Evangelion.
It does kind of look like
it. Looks exactly like it.
No. It's interesting to me that they were able to break the vault by throwing the staff at it because the staff was just a piece of wood.
It's a delicate
I guess
thing.
It just wasn't a very strong
That
vault.
dude was like, stand back, everyone. I'm throwing my stick.
The stick.
Fuck yeah.
Throw him the stick. Don't throw him the stick. Okay. I want to draw the connection between Starlight Glimmer taking the cutie marks and Tyrek.
Yeah,
would suck the magic
and
out
they
of
lost
people,
their
and
cutie
they would
mark.
lose their cutie mark magic.
Same shit, maybe?
Seems pretty similar to me. I wonder if this is all part of cutie mark magic or if the connection is accidental or...
I don't care about this cutie mark magic shit.
I think it's worth noting. It's probably going to be a theme of the season.
As a professional pony analyst, it's my duty to take note of this cutie mark magic business you're talking about.
Okay. Connection to Tyrek.
Check that one off.
Okay, so that guy who threw the staff.
Yeah,
was that Double Diamond?
No, because Double Diamond was off chasing what's her face.
He had to get his mark back first.
You're right.
I think that was Double Diamond.
I think it was too. You ever notice how his voice was like retarded sounding?
His voice was very silly. Yeah. And I laughed, and I don't know if that was a good thing.
Dude, incidentally, Double Diamond.
Whoa, these are my old skis. All right. What a coincidence.
That was retarded. That was really stupid.
That was pretty bad.
It was pretty bad.
The others were okay.
Yeah, no, dude. Oh, about that getting the cutie marks back.
Yeah.
Okay, so like we meet like the three dudes. Sugar.
Double Diamond, Party Favor, Sugar Belle, and Blue Fly.
Yeah, right.
The other one, I don't
think they say her name.
They ever say her name, which is too bad because her cutie mark is cool.
I really liked like how we met them and we kind of learned about them a little bit.
Yeah.
But like when they transformed back, I didn't recognize any of them.
I had to,
okay, all right, right.
Had to stop
Sugar
and
Belle,
be like, wait,
dude,
which one's
Sugar
which?
Belle completely changed color. Her body was like tan.
No, the dark blue one didn't.
Nah, he just like got less saturated or more saturated.
Party Favor looked completely different.
Okay, Sugar Belle for the series,
completely.
she was fucking brown, and then she was pink. What was that shit? I had that completely ruined the ending because I had no idea who these characters were. I had no idea. I had no idea.
I managed to figure it out.
I figured it out afterward.
It was hard.
Most of it was me like, oh, is that supposed to be? Am I getting this right?
But I did go back and check, and when you initially see the fault, their 4 cutie marks are all together.
Oh yeah.
You can see them all together.
You know, it's kind of weird because like, why is Double Diamond like in their crew? Because like he's like, it's just like those three are really together. I don't quite understand why Double Diamond was like lumped in with them. They were
all friends.
Double Diamond was like, he was the one like aggressing on her previously. Like he was like the enforcer who was scared her back into her house.
Aggressing on who?
Look, okay, Double Diamond was the dude camped outside the muffin shop, enforcing on Sugar Belle to like not spill the beans.
Well,
so like, why was like, is that really something a friend would do?
He was out there and they were down in the.
Yeah, like
I don't know, they were all brainwashed or something.
She wasn't brainwashed.
She was just not.
A little bit.
She's just not as thoroughly.
All right, this brings me to a whole nother issue.
Maybe he was the same, and maybe he also like had cutie mark fantasies or whatever. Just he wasn't invited to their party that day because he was on spy duty.
Look, he was the scary like evil agent guy.
Okay, like he was directly reporting to what's her face, but he wasn't any more threatening than any of the other ones were.
That one moment where he like stands up and she was like, oh fuck, gotta get inside. That was like a fucking what's the word? What do they call those Russian spies? Keep tabs on everybody. There's a word for. They're
Gestapo?
like Gestapo. It's like some Gestapo shit.
No,
Gestapo was Russian, I think.
Okay.
All right, but this brings me to my main topic about the whole episode.
Is it about how in the end it comes down to the other three or the other four ponies?
Actually, no, not really.
Because that actually was maybe one of the best things they did was introducing these four characters.
I bet we'll never see again.
We'll probably never see them, but that's okay. In this episode,
yeah, it's okay.
Okay, they introduce these four.
Yeah.
And then you kind of get to know them a little bit. Mostly just Sugar Belle.
Mostly
She's
Sugar
the only
Belle,
one
yeah.
who really says anything.
Who the fuck was that flying bitch? I don't know who that is.
And then, I mean, they're there, and then suddenly they get their cutie marks back before the main six do, and then it falls to them, and then it's up to, like, their special talents that they use to win the day.
No, that was cool.
It was great. Really, really good.
Except for the fact that,
Very
like, that balloon
promising.
dude had, like, his, like, balloon bridge was retarded, and, like...
No.
I didn't believe that his talent was, like, actually useful for this. Like, I know he built the balloon bridge.
Cool. It was cool that other people can do amazing... Other ponies can do amazing things besides the gosh darn...
But it was just like a Pinky moment, I guess, is what it was.
It felt like...
Which is fine.
It felt like they were playing D&D and they had, like... These characters had maxed out different like, skill trees, and they were, using alternate powers to accomplish the same things the main six would be able to do.
Yeah, like, Double Diamond had maxed out his...
Skiing.
I was gonna say his item location skill... Because he just rolled a 20 on that. Whoa, it's my old skis.
Okay, that was pretty weak.
Yeah, that was the worst part.
It wasn't too bad. I don't know, whatever.
Yeah.
It strained credulity a little bit.
Sure did.
Okay.
Look, let me talk about my big issue. It's got to do with the whole... It's about the motivations of every person in the village. And that includes, Starlight Glimmer, whatever. But we can't account for her. But I'm talking about the other people in the village. All right, I wrote a little thing here. I got to read it again. Let me make sure it makes sense. Okay, so I said, this episode raises the issue... Yep. Oh, right. This episode raises the issue, is life better when everyone is equal and no one excels, right? It raises that issue.
Yes.
But... instead of exploring that, it just says, no, it's not,
yeah.
and that's it.
Yeah.
And the person saying otherwise turns out to have been evil all along.
Yeah.
And this totally devalues Fluttershy's opinion, who actually was, like, not hypnotized and was, like, on board with this.
I agree.
And we... what the fuck did I write here? It completely fucking shits. It does not... even address the issue. It just completely... It throws the idea out there and then says, it's wrong. No, like, exploration. Because those people were fucking happy. Those people were happy there.
Yes, they did seem legitimately happy. Except for...
Yeah.
Okay, they seemed a little bit like, oh, I kind of missed my mark, but they didn't want to go back. It raises the question, were they, like, forcibly brainwashed?
That's exactly my question.
It's not clear.
Why were they there?
If they were brainwashed,
yeah.
or if they just, like, decided to do it of their own free will.
Okay, we know 3 people who wanted their cutie marks back.
Yeah.
Right? We know exactly 3.
But even they... didn't really.
Yeah. So, like, does the spell both remove your cutie mark and brainwash you? Okay, we know it makes everyone equal, right?
It didn't do that to the main 6. They still... Although maybe eventually it would have had that.
We have to assume that all it does is, like, make everyone the same, like, even skill set.
It just takes away your superpowers.
Well, I think it, like, makes you equal. Because, like, we know Applejack is, like, really strong. And she could kick down a door.
That's part of her magic, though. That's part of her fucking... She would have lost that ability if Tyrek had taken her, like, magic.
Well, Applejack got her cutie mark when she was, like, a little kid. Was she as strong as she is now? Like, obviously there's, like, more going on there.
Whatever.
Look, you get my point. You get my point.
Yeah, but I don't agree with
Like, would bulk bicepts no longer be able to lift things despite having huge muscles?
Yes.
Doesn't make any sense.
He's
got huge muscles.
It's fucking magic, Keg. It doesn't have to make any sense.
My cutie mark isn't weights, and yet I bench 8 billion pounds, so how do you account for that, Phantom?
That's...
accurate.
Your cutie mark is being a bro.
Right, yes, that's right.
And benching mad weight is part of being a bro.
That's true, that's true.
You see.
Well, I guess in this universe I have to...
Your cutie mark represents your identity. And, everything you do is part of your identity. So when you lose your cutie mark,
so you should just lose every single thing you can do is gone. Well, okay.
Yes, kind of.
No, that's dumb. That's dumb.
I kind of think that's true,
What about... That's not true. Because what about the whole issue of, fucking Rarity was, like, made those costumes before she got her cutie mark. She made them before that.
Okay. Well, she had the magic in her. It just hadn't like come to fruition yet.
You're fucking.
And
this
that's
is stupid.
Her mark appeared. Like Cutie Bell has some magic.
Your argument
in her.
means anything anyone does is their cutie mark. That's what you're saying.
Well, no, I think that the cutie mark represents the totality of who they are.
See, I just
with a special focus on their unique.
All right, I mean that's
skill.
okay. That's possible, but a different interpretation is it's kind of the one. I mean, cutie mark.
Yeah, they say that it represents your one special. Talent,
I mean, I know
I think there's more to it.
It's flimsy, but the episode where Apple Bloom gets the thing that gives her the additional skills. Cutie pox. Like, I mean, that one would be the different, but like it was a sickness, so like
Well, I think we can both agree that the implications and like the meaning behind a cutie mark is not completely consistent.
It's not
between
consistent.
episodes.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
So I mean, were they all trapped? This episode fucked up on the whole like. I don't understand why were they there.
We just don't know if they were brainwashed like the main six were being, or if they decided.
But
to
I think the fact that we don't know is definitely a weakness, because like I don't think we're gonna come back here and like explore more.
Because they really were happy, and Fluttershy.
Like, why was Double Diamond enforcing if he wasn't happy?
I thought they did a good job.
Yeah.
Well, he was mostly enforcing it on the newcomers who weren't convinced.
Well, he was the fucking Gestapo. There was that one scene.
Only in that one.
We have to assume he does this all the time.
Wait, what did he do in that one scene?
Okay, in the one scene, he's watching Sugar Bell talk to the main six, and like she whispers something to him.
That's only because he's been assigned to watch the main six.
But he wasn't aggressing the main six. He was aggressing Sugar Bell.
Okay.
So
Okay, I'll take your word.
Trust me.
All right. So yeah, Fluttershy seems to like it. And like you said, like they never. Okay, I thought they did a pretty good job of that never felt like the main six, except maybe Rainbow Dash were just like, this is dumb. You guys are dumb.
Yeah, Rainbow Dash was the only one.
The other ones were like, well, if they're happy, then whatever. We don't agree with it, but whatever. And that was cool. However,
that's fine.
Yeah, they're okay about that. The episode itself really doesn't try to give the idea a fair shake. Like we
not at all.
Like as viewers are clearly meant to be like, ew, fucking gross.
Yeah.
Get this shit out of here.
Oh, like the song, the hilarious song.
The song,
which sucked, but I liked.
So mediocre.
Yeah.
Just like all the people singing it.
They
all clearly lost their ability to sing.
Was it? All right. Was it intentionally a mediocre song?
I doubt it, but I'm gonna go with it because it makes me feel better.
Yeah, me too. Oh man. Hang on. I wrote some of the lines down from that.
The only thing I liked was the line, you can't have a nightmare if you never dream. I was like, ooh, that was good.
And there was another one.
It was a standout. It was a diamond in a pile
winning
of shit.
only brings the worst. Like greed, fucking ego, deceit. Something like that. Oh man,
that was a terrible line.
Well, I like the idea. I didn't like the song, but like a couple of those lines, like the meanings of those lines.
Oh, and they say that directly to Rainbow Dash?
I think so, yeah.
Like they say, and like, because she's all about winning.
Yeah,
and
she's
like
all
they
about
sing this thing about like winning is bad, and she's like, and she makes like a
yeah,
face.
she's all like they pull her to the ground.
Yeah,
stand with the rest of them.
No excelling. Yeah.
I mean that issue was cool. It was interesting.
Yeah.
But then they completely don't talk about it. So I mean, we know being good at things is good.
Fluttershy is actually into this, which is an interesting.
It was a
thing
Fluttershy
about
episode.
Fluttershy. It kind of was.
It was.
Well,
I'd say it was. I guess it could have been. It was sort of. Yeah.
Like, it explores a new aspect of Fluttershy's character, which is, I guess, that she's sort of a conformist.
I think it's more that she's afraid of conflict. So, like, eliminating it, as well as, like, the peaks and valleys that come with that, is, like, a more even existence that she would prefer.
It was a new facet to Fluttershy's character that we haven't really seen before.
She's kind of a commie. Kind of a fucking commie.
Which I appreciate. On her face when they're singing the song, and she's like...
I don't know why everybody liked that face. That looked like some awkward Gen 1 shit to me.
Okay, what looked like awkward Gen 1 shit was when Pinky got really fat. Her face was really bad.
Fat Pinky.
Like, I know she wasn't supposed to look good, but something was just really weird.
Damn, girl.
Something was just really weird about...
Yo, you think Pinky's a gainer?
Yes.
We discovered that she is.
Yes, I do.
Hot.
Instead of... Okay, you say that you wish they'd given the idea of, like, everyone being equal and no one being special more of, like, a fair shake. Like, maybe it is good.
Like, I wish they'd actually compared the two, like, ideologies.
I kind of wish a similar thing from, like, a different... I wish that Fluttershy had been, like, really tempted. Like, even though she says, like, oh, it seems kind of nice. She never seems like she's really going to, like...
never.
I kind of wish that when she was out on her own, she had actually, like, wondered, like, maybe I should maybe I really should try to convince convince my friends that this is what we want to do.
Yeah, that's similar to what I'm saying.
Yeah, that would have been cool.
Like any
but
real...
they don't really do it.
Yeah.
And also, I kind of wish that the theme of the episode, what the episode really ended up communicating to me is the idea that you should embrace your special talent. Like, you shouldn't deny yourself that, which is fine. But I think a more interesting theme that the episode was kind of hinting at once or twice, but never really delivered on, was the theme of, like, our differences are okay and we can still be friends in spite of them.
Oh, like that conversation that Sweetie, whatever, was like,
Sugar Bell.
Oh man, you guys were arguing, but you're not arguing now? What's going on with that?
They say it, but in the end, that's not really like the theme.
Yeah, nah, well, to be honest, they didn't really push it as the theme, so I can't say they failed.
Had, because it's a more, because obviously what makes you special is good.
I don't know. I think there's a real...
I don't know. It's just a less interesting moral.
As Flutter, because I don't disrespect Fluttershy. I think it's perfectly valid if you want to live everybody mediocre. If everyone wants to do that, hey, Godspeed.
Okay.
What else we got going on here?
Well, I just want to say that everyone was really mad about Glimmer keeping her mark, but she's totally right that she had to, because without her... Okay, I know that they thought it was the staff. However, looking at it completely logically... It having not been her staff that did it, yes, she really needed to keep her mark, because without it, she couldn't do the thing.
But it's still unacceptable in their community that is based on everyone being equal. Everyone.
Yeah.
That someone is, she has magic.
It's true. It's true.
It doesn't work.
But still, what's the alternative?
Don't do it. Do something else.
But if they all want to be equal, she can't equalize herself, because then she couldn't equalize anyone else.
Well, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
It's just, obviously, it's not the ideal situation. And she lied,
Yes, I know. If she all that stuff she did was bad.
Right.
I'm just saying.
Yeah. I mean, hey, maybe they could have made it work.
There's an argument to be made here for, no, but I really do need to keep it because it doesn't work if I don't.
In Glimmer's defense, like, she's obviously a devious individual. She probably wouldn't trust them
That's
to, like...
in Glimmer's defense?
Yeah. Like, I mean, in defense of the writing is what I'm saying.
Okay,
like, it makes sense for her not to trust them and, like... to try to deceive them, because, like, she don't give a fuck. She's deceiving them anyway.
Yeah. So,
what the fuck does she want those cutie marks for?
Meadowbrook's 9 items. I'm glad it wasn't Star Swirl.
Oh, yeah, me too. Hey, good point.
Yeah, it's cool that they thought up... She says Twilight refers to Meadowbrook as an Eastern unicorn.
Yeah, she did.
Which is kind of interesting.
It's interesting.
I like nuggets.
That's racist.
It would have been really easy for them to make it Star Swirl. I'm glad they didn't.
Yeah, that's true. And when she said at the first... When What's-Her-Face says, like, this is one of the 9 items, and, like, Twilight cocks an eyebrow, what I thought right at that moment was, like, oh, shit, this is number 1. The whole season's going to be collecting the other 8.
Oh, God,
I thought that's what it was going to be.
I'm glad
it's not. I'm glad it's not. Yeah.
What if in fact the other 8 do become really important and they have to
happen.
Find them? It could.
I don't know. It could be okay.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
Like, it'd be better. I don't know. They could, if they each have a special use they have, that sounds more interesting than, like, the elements of harmony that just get them together and you win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, Twilight lectured an awful lot, and they seem to
she
come
sure did.
out of, like, nowhere.
That was there trying to explain, like, the... it was lame.
She, like, breaks into one, and then there's a little bit of action, and then the action ends, and they corner Glimmer, and then she lectures again. I don't know. By the time she finished her 3rd lecture, I was like, give it a dang rest, you purple thing, you.
Slut. Hey, you know what was cool? I really liked, the first... And
with that, I have exhausted my dang list.
That's good.
Wow.
I liked at the first episode I thought was, like, not so great, but the second episode started well. I really liked how it started.
First one was very heavy on exposition. Okay.
I really liked at the beginning of episode 2 when we just hear over the speaker, it's like, conformity is happiness.
Yeah.
Excelling is failing. Like, it just reminded me of the beginning of Half-Life 2, City 17.
Yeah, it was
really cool.
It was pretty Orwellian.
Yeah, I liked it.
I wish I could see what they were going for, and it was a little creepy. But the fact that the people actually do seem happy most of the time
kind of deflated the whole...
Kind of killed the whole, like, sort of...
They did a terrible job at selling that this place was creepy.
Yeah.
Like, only one thing happened, and it was that Double Diamond gave Sugar Bell a weird look one time.
Yeah, I mean...
That was it.
they're all saying welcome, which is like kind of
But
weird.
But
it's not,
no one's forcing them to say that.
So bad.
These people are all choosing to be here.
Yeah,
they could leave if they wanted to.
Well,
why don't those 3 guys just leave?
It's not clear that they could. You know.
I don't.
Like they say we could go see.
No
our
one.
Cutie marks
We
anytime.
never see anyone forced to stay. We only see them
except for the main 6.
Well, yeah, except for them.
For all we know, this same process was carried out on every single one. That could be the case.
But
well,
I guess that's true.
Oh man, I really felt for Party Favor.
Yeah.
When he says like I did it, and then he's like I never wanted to leave the village. I love all of, and then they close it on him.
Oh, that's
so harsh.
That right there was some good writing. That was
really good.
When they cut it off when he said like he was about to say
then when he dives out and he's like I've seen the error of my ways, everyone's like yay.
Yeah, that was good.
I found that very
Party Favor.
Believable.
Yeah, no, that was one of the good moments.
She's like, "Good job, Party Favor," and he's like, "Yeah."
Yeah, it was cool.
That was very nice, very nice. Yeah,
but there were some moments like that, but I thought the writing in general was like weird. Like you said about Twilight, just going on and on and on.
She did go on.
Pinky being shitty, everyone just being like you said, like their one line of their character.
Yes.
And man, what was with that line? When Fluttershy's talking to that bird,
what?
And she was like, "Oh no, even tweets don't make sense anymore." I was just like, "What
that is a weird thing to say."
Well, she's talking about they're doing like a meta like tweets joke, like yeah, like
what?
I mean, I don't know. Like, why else would she say that? I think it was pretty clear.
If that's the joke, it fucking sucks because I don't get it at all.
Yeah, me neither. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
I'm not even sure that is an intentional joke.
Why else would anyone say something like that? Why wouldn't she be like, I don't understand it? I don't know. It's weird.
If that was like an attempt at a nod to the fans, then holy shit, what an embarrassing failure. But I'm not even convinced. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's just so weird to even think. Even tweets don't make sense. What would that even mean?
I don't know.
Wow. Okay. Thanks for bringing that to my attention.
You're welcome.
Very bizarre. Very bizarre.
That's pretty much everything I had to say too.
Yeah. Okay. I guess final thoughts.
Final thoughts. Definitely not a exciting season opening.
Well,
not that exciting. It has to be exciting. Like
I liked. Okay, I liked some of the stuff they did. I like. If Glimmer is gonna be a repeating villain, I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
If she comes back, that'll be cool. I like that it's a pony villain. It was a pony villain and not like an ancient evil monster, or whatever.
Yeah.
I really liked the focus on the other 4.
Yeah, they were like at the end, yeah, like
a
little bit.
Even through. I mean, I know we don't differentiate them very much, but even through both episodes, we see these 4. And I still
think it's weird because Double Diamond was clearly cast as a villain and then changed into like one of the guys. It was weird. What was going on with that?
To me, he didn't seem like a villain as much as just a stooge of Glimmer.
But that's like if Crabbe and Goyle like joined the team at the end of Harry Potter. It'd be fucking weird.
And like if they turned on Malfoy. Assuming Malfoy was bad, like really bad. If they turned on Malfoy and fought against him in the big Quidditch game or whatever, I'd be okay with that.
Well, that would, I don't know.
That
would
change his mind.
Reach some like character development, but like it's not like he changed his mind. He got his mark back.
He did change his mind. He finds out she's lying.
Right,
she's like, she doesn't even believe what she's telling us.
Okay, there was some combination of like the spell and like brainwashing and like I can't pull them apart. I can't tell what was what. This episode was confusing.
Okay, it's true that we don't learn very much about who they are.
Yeah.
Before they get their marks back, because there really isn't much to learn because they're all the same.
Yeah.
More or less.
I would have liked to see them lamenting what they lost a little more.
Yeah. Well.
But whatever.
The scene in the basement, they all seem pretty. That conveyed it pretty well. Okay. We don't learn very much about them at first, but we do like get to sort of empathize with them and sort of. They get an appropriate level of focus, I think.
They do.
End,
except the Pegasus, whose name we don't even know.
That was
what's going on with that?
Maybe they said it at one point. I don't know.
Maybe.
But yeah, so we get enough focus on them that in the end, when they get their marks back and we see what they are capable of, and to see them doing like different things,
that was good. That was effective.
That was the best part.
It was the best part.
Definitely, and I really appreciate it. Yeah, the whole...
That was effective at showing that, special talents are good. That's what makes us good at stuff,
The episode was lacking in a lot of ways, but it did have that going for it.
Though I liked that the Pegasus's contribution to that chase was to fly after her for a bit. until she got hit by snow. Ooh, wow, so special. That's something that makes you, Pegasus.
Until the Pegasus got hit by snow?
Yeah. So,
yeah.
like, okay.
Well, she was pretty fast.
She was pretty fast.
She was pretty fast.
Pretty damn fast.
That's her name.
Pretty fast. Yeah. That's better than whatever these fagos are going to come up with.
Blue Fly.
Blue Fly.
Dark Moon.
She was a moon, wasn't she?
She had a moon cutie mark, I believe.
Maybe her mom was a little unicorn. Anyway, that's about it.
Yes.
Let's wrap it up.
Episode was all right.
Episode was okay. And we'll be back next week. Probably. Yeah.
Thanks for joining us for another TBAP. That's, in case you forgot, that's Two Best Brothers Bitch About Ponies.
Yeah,
is what that stands for, in case you're joining us for the first time.
Fucking idiot.
Yes.
All right, guys. We'll see you next time.
I think that's enough for me. Goodbye.